Hey YouTube, how are we doing? It has been a bit dry on the video front because I have been without a bike for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and it has, to be honest, been doing my head in. However, things have changed. I have taken delivery of my new bike, so for me it is new bike day. I mean, it was actually a couple of days ago, but since then I've been busy with work and it's been raining anyway, so for all intents and purposes today is new bike day. I've had a bit of fun on Instagram this week, posting little clues about what it is and all that kind of stuff, and people have been having some good guesses, so I've been doing all that on Instagram. So if you're not following me already, my little username is down there on the screen, so do go and follow me on Instagram, because you'll often get like an insight into what's going on with my bikes and stuff ahead of any video. So anyway, without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you my new bike. It is a Triumph Bobber Stealth Edition. It is absolutely beautiful, this thing. It is a work of art. To be honest with you, I would be quite happy just having it here in my unit just to have a look at, because it is brilliant. And I'll be honest with you, I've not ridden it yet. I've wheeled it back and forth in here a couple of times to get it in place, but I haven't even started the engine yet, so it's going to be quite interesting. For my first little ride this morning, I need to go to Argos and get a power bank, so I am going to head off now and have my first little go on my new bike, and I cannot wait. Okay, so like I said, I've not even turned the engine on this thing, so let's jump on it and see what's what. I've just backed it out and it seems easy enough to handle. Quite hefty, so don't really have a problem with heavy things. It's not ideal, obviously, having a ride on this gravel to start off with, but we'll see what happens. Got my gears there, brake there, okay. Right, let's have a look and see what happens. I'll tell you what would be really handy is if I had the key, so let me go and get that. Okay, I have now managed to find the key. Got a snazzy little personalised key ring there that someone made for me. Off of Etsy, I think it was. Right, let's jump on it and see what happens, shall we? Okay, right, so that's in run. I have read the instruction manual. The nice thing is it's actually a PDF manual nowadays. There's not actually a hard copy, so I did have the opportunity to read all of it before I took delivery of it, so let's see what happens. How are you going to start this? Let me figure this out. Not like that. I'll come back to you in a second. Oh man, that sounds good, doesn't it? Right, I've got my DRLs on. Okay, right. Stick it in first gear with a clunk. Look around me, see what's happening. Okay, the riding position is obviously quite different to my 125 that I've been riding, but so far it's moving. Right, obviously now I just have to remember how to ride, because it has been a number of weeks since I've ridden. So let's see how we get on. How exciting. Okay, indicators are there. Oh, I love how low down it is. All good. Right, let's get up here. Still haven't got out of first gear. Right, it's weird having a riding position with my legs sort of up in the air. Let's do some indicating. People know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Right, kill the indicator. Oh. Oh, it's got a big engine. It's a 1200cc, so it's quite a heavy bike, but because it's low slung, it's all low to the ground, so they actually handle pretty nicely as well by all accounts. So I've never test ridden one or anything like that, so this is my test ride weight there. Let's see how we get on. Weight Right, we are now in second gear. It does feel like my first ride home on my 125 all over again. Right, let's go. Let's head to Newport, get my power bank from Argos. Careful not to break the speed limit. At first impression, I can definitely feel a huge weight difference compared to a Hornet 750 that I did my test on. Take a little bit of getting used to. Oh my god, that sound is awesome. When I get into Newport, I'll have a step off the bike and give you a nice look at it, have a good look over it. It is the Stealth edition, so it has the Stealth purple paintwork, which won't be to a lot of blokes' taste, but I think it is absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, it's lovely. But first of all, let's concentrate on getting to Newport. I've gone the wrong way, obviously, because I need to go to the post office. So let's go and do that. Right, I'm very wary that it's got brand new tyres on, so I am taking it very easy just to sort of bed those in a little bit. I don't know how long they take. If you know, let me know in the comments. I've got to bed the engine in anyway for 1,000 miles, I think it is. And the first service is due at 500 or 600 miles, so give me a chance to have a little ride on it. Oh, thank you, lights, thank you. Okay. So we do a 90-degree bend. All good. Oh man, definitely going to get used to this noise. The thing I liked about the bobber, I saw a picture of one on Instagram and I didn't realise it was like a factory bike, and when I realised it was, I thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to have to probably have to have one of those. So I did a lot of research. There's two different types. There was the bobber, then they brought along the bobber black, which had the twin discs and such things, and then in 2021 they ditched the bobber black moniker and just started calling it the bobber. But it lost the bigger wheel at the front, and that just the small wheel became standard fitment on all bobbers. So yeah, I think it looks great with the little wheels. It looks great with a bigger wheel. The original one had a bigger wheel just on the front, and that looks lovely as well. But I think I prefer the smaller wheel look. It's a bit more beefy. It's got wider wheels and tyres, I think. Thank you, Mr. Coachman. I be honest with you, it's got two different riding modes on this bike, and I have gone for the rain mode because it's got like a more limited throttle response and all that kind of stuff, just to ease me into it, because I've obviously not been on a big bike for a few weeks, and obviously not used to this bike either, so a bit of a fanny, but I don't care, to be honest with you. And it'll be fun when I've got used to it to flick the switch into normal road mode and have some extra oomph. I really like the industrial gear shift. It gives it a real good clunk. What a lovely day for it. As I mentioned earlier, when it arrived on Monday, obviously Monday's a super hectic day for me after the weekend, so that was not a suitable day for me to go riding, but I just wanted it ready to go when I had some time. And actually a couple of hours after I took delivery of it, I really pulled my back, which has been recovering for the last couple of days, and it seems all right today, so I'm going to have a go whilst the sun is out, because we have got a weather warning for some hideous rain later. So welcome to the UK. Right, let's indicate here so people know where I'm going. Let's get out of here. Kill the indicator. Bosh. It's going to take some used to getting this around the corners, because it's obviously quite heavy and totally different to what I've ridden before. But we'll take it easy and we'll get used to it, won't we? Something flapping against my head, which is not very nice and very noisy, so I'll sort that out. Oh, this is awesome. I can see why people are raving about these things. It is a monoshock. It looks like a hardtail, but it does actually have a monoshock in the middle, so it's quite a bumpy ride at the best of times on a bobber. But this one's quite comfortable. I've got a big fat ass, so unfortunately I'm probably giving it a bit of a hard time with my batty crease. But you can do things about that, which I intend to do. Going to do a few modifications to it and make it my own. But in good time. Let's enjoy it as it is for now. So I could actually have taken delivery of this about 4 weeks perhaps ago, but I decided to wait out until September, and yeah, I've missed quite a chunk of really nice weather, to be honest with you, but we've still got September to go, so we should have some nice weather. And I'll be honest with you, I will be a fair weather rider. I don't need to ride my bike in the rain, so I don't intend to. I want to really look after it. So that's what I should do. And I certainly won't be riding it if there's any salt on the road. No sir. Oh, it sounds great. These sound absolutely immense with a new exhaust on it, so I'm definitely looking down those routes, because everyone knows loud pipes save lives. And they sound great. Right, let's see how the low speed handling is. In a minute when I get to the shops. So anyone that didn't hazard a guess on Instagram, because they're not following me, do it now. What did you think my first bike would be? Let me know in the comments. What are you doing? On the Instagram, it wasn't even a competition. I was just asking people's opinions, what they thought it would be, giving them a couple of clues. And the first person, and really the only person to get the model right, was White Rose Customs, funnily enough, who do modifications and stuff for bobbers. So I expect I'll be in touch with them at some stage. Right, let's get in this shop. Okay, post office is done, and I have encountered my first foible. Whether it's me or the bike, I've got no idea, but when I stopped and pulled up, I could not get the bike to go into neutral. Obviously I know how you do it, because I've ridden plenty of different motorbikes and they're all the same, and I've also checked the manual when it's exactly the same, but for some reason it was either going first gear or second gear and not neutral. But I have managed to do it whilst on the move. I managed to do it then. So I don't know what was going on there. Maybe I needed to rock the wheels. My CB125 was a bit weird sometimes with the old neutral and stuff. I think they all are a bit. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Right, tyres and tarmac, leave a good gap. Nothing coming, let's go. A couple of people have said to me that a 1200 is too big for your first bike, but the bobber's not a particularly fast bike. It's got loads of torque low down, but it's not a speed machine by any stretch. You know, there's lots of far smaller engine bikes that would whoop this in a straight line and around the bends. So I think the 1200 engine is just great for like lazy riding, and you know, with all that torque, lovely. It would do me. I don't need to go fast. I'd like to go quicker than a lot of the geriatrics drive though, obviously. Also, it can be surprisingly quiet when it's not under load. Better check the fuel gauge actually, because normally I remember I used to sell new cars for Renault, and they literally came with no petrol in, just enough to move it around a bit. And this has got just over half a tank. Actually, it's got quite a lot of fuel in there, so if it's anything like my 125F, the fuel gauge wouldn't move for ages from the top spot, and then all of a sudden it starts depleting quite quickly. So I've got no doubt this will be exactly the same. Oh, he's stuck behind the geriatric now, which I don't mind, because taking it easy. But you don't need to brake there. Oh, they do, they're coming off. Excellent. Got scared because there was a van behind them or something. National speed limit. There is a lot of rain due today, so hopefully I can get to Newport and back before it starts. The weather's actually looking better than it was looking yesterday for today, so I have got my fingers crossed. Whilst I didn't want to ride the bike in the rain really, if I get caught in a rain shower I'm not going to cry about it. It's just one of those things, isn't it? But I won't be purposefully riding it in the rain. What I do tend to do is, when I buy things new, keep them for ages and ages and ages and really look after them. So that's my plan with this. It does not have a rev counter like my Honda did, but you can get to it through a menu, which I'll have a little play with when it's not too twisty. I'll be honest with you, I am riding a little bit like Miss Daisy today, but I make no apologies. I'm not holding anyone up, there's no one behind me, and let's take it steady. Let's turn left there because that other road is closed. Being the Isle of Wight, roads are always closed, so let's get down in a second, do my checks. Lovely, there's a lot of gravel here, so I'm going to dodge that, and giant potholes. Lovely. Right, let's kill the indicator. I haven't done a horn yet, so I will test that, because normally when I change bikes I press the horn when I go to turn the indicators off. So when I'm not going to annoy anyone, I'll give it a honk. This might be a good... No. Oh wait, I'm not in a rush. Oh, it's got a good authoritative horn there. All good. Bumpy, bumpy. Right, here we are in Yaverland, just north of Sandown, further in the distance there. Well, Yaverland is part of Sandown, really. There was speed traps here the other day, so careful not to break the speed limit. Pull over in here. Oh, look at this Austin Allegro in that retro gold colour, that's cool. Oh, it must be an Allegro club. There's a few of them there. I know you have all the older cars than normal on the Isle of Wight, but not that many. Right, I've got a spot here just for motorcycles. And I found neutral. Turn it off. Right, check this out. What a bit of equipment this is. It's got LED running lights, all nice. Obviously not on at the moment. Now, this being a stealth edition, when it is not sunny, the fuel tank just looks like it's black, but when the sun hits it, I don't know whether you'll be able to see that, it is a really dark sort of burgundy purple colour, and it really pops in the sun. It is fantastic. And very similar in colour actually to an old Corrado Volkswagen Golf VR6 Highline I had once in a mulberry colourway with the leather purple seats. That was a lovely car, that was, and this is very similar in colour, a bit darker, and I just always like the dark reds and purples. Lovely. Right, let's get out of here and get to Newport. Kill the indicator. Right, let's take a left here. The Ocean Hotel, Sandown. It's been set on fire about 4 times in the last month. I believe, you know, won't go too much into it, but I believe the owners are trying to get planning permission to knock it down and turn it into flats, and the council are saying no, something along those lines. So for some reason it keeps getting set on fire, so it's not fit to be inhabited. So who knows what's going on there. it is starting to grey up a bit, which I'm not too pleased about. I can definitely feel the heat coming off the exhaust on my leg. Got the horn in by accident. I knew it would happen sooner or later. Oh, look at that old Dodge. Is it a comma? That's cool. People would definitely be murdered in that though. I think I'm taking to this rather well. I knew I would. I knew I'd love it. I sat on one at the bike show. I had my eyes on one before that, and I sat on a few bikes at the was it the MCN bike show in London in February or March, maybe April, whatever. But I went and sat on a few bikes. Initially, I'll be honest with you, I thought I would end up with one of the new Scramblers 400s or something like that as my first bike. And then, you know, when I sat on this, it was just like the riding position. I can't have anything too leant over because of my beer gut. I don't want anything with the bars too low because I get carpal tunnel syndrome in my hands. So this has got pretty high bars, a low seat, and for me, yeah, it ticked all the boxes. Even having a single seat ticked a box for me because my wife will never ever get on a motorcycle. And yeah, to be honest, I quite enjoy the peace and quiet of just riding on my own, so lovely, absolutely perfect for me, and they look really cool. I reckon. If you don't like it, also do let me know. Not everyone will like it, but if you're disappointed in my choice of bike, make sure to let me know in the comments. A close contender actually was to be a Honda Hornet 750. Reason being, I initially, aside from the Triumph Scrambler, really like the look of the CB 650R by Honda, and I thought actually I might end up with one of those as well at one stage. But then, having ridden that and the Honda Hornet 750 at pit stop training, I much preferred riding the Honda, so the 650R went out of the window quite quickly actually, despite the fact I still think they look pretty cool. I did enjoy riding it, it just wasn't as nice as the Hornet, I don't think. Horses for courses. Oh, there's a BMW E30. Right, this bike does actually have 6 gears, so let's see what that's like. It's exactly the same as 5th gear. Gravel. Well, it's not exactly the same as 6th gear. It's just a harder gear. Don't know what I'm talking about, to be honest with you. Obviously, being on a new bike, my camera angle might need adjusting, so I'm not sure what you can see here. Can you see the handlebars in the dash? I can't quite see the screen on my camera from here, but hopefully it's okay. If not, I'll adjust that in future. one of the benefits, of course, of taking an absolute age to get my full licence. It took about 9 months for me to do it since doing my CBT, but really only 3 months of that was progressing further than my CBT, because I didn't start doing my DAS for about 6 months after I got it. But the upswing is it gave me plenty of time to save up for a bike. Wait there. Nice when you get it on the open road. It's fantastic. And a slow coach. Well, we get a nice look at this E30 now. Anyone interested in number plates, the E30 has got a dateless Isle of Wight registration, which is very sought after over here. DL, before we had the HW new style number plates, DL was the area code for the Isle of Wight, and now people love to have dateless DL number plates. It's quite a big thing over here, the personalised number plates. I like them. Do you like them? Let me know. That is some weird sort of racing buggy up ahead. I'd like to get a closer look at that. It's like a Dakar style buggy or something. I don't know much about them, to be honest, you can probably tell. But it looks pretty cool. Absolutely love the, it makes a lovely chugging along sound. It's a twin engine, I believe. I'm not up to speed with all the different engine configurations on motorcycles, but I believe this is a twin 1200 twin, so that sounds great. Apparently that's why. Actually, it is Wednesday, I think. Yeah, it is Wednesday, so Paul might be at pit stop doing his Mod 1 training. So I'll have a little swing by there perhaps and see if he's there. He did say pop in if you get a new bike. That buggy sounds great. I just heard it hoof it. Look at that. It's on a Q plate, so some kind of kit car. Right, we're going to enjoy Coppins Bridge roundabout, my favourite. Sounds like a Subaru. But got to be honest, I'm preferring this E30 BMW. It's lovely. Got a soft spot for them. It is very easy to ride. It stutters a bit when I pull away, but that's my riding rather than the bike, I think. Where are we going? Up the dual towards Cows. .6 miles per gallon apparently, and I've got a range of 74 miles. He's going to zoom up the dual. Off he goes. I'm not, I'm running in. So take it steady. I can't wait to get this thing on some great roads over here, like Military Road in West White. Absolutely fantastic road for driving and riding. So I look forward to getting over there when time and the weather permits. But for now, I do need to get to Argos. You can definitely feel some heat coming off of this thing. Quite surprised the GoPro battery has lasted this long as well, to be honest. I'll whittle this down a bit, this video. Oh, smell of two-stroke oil. We just had the Isle of Wight annual scooter weekend last weekend, I think it was. We have what they reckon is 10,000 scooters, like two-stroke Vespers and Lambrettas, Royal, whatever they're called, can't remember what they're called. They all come over on the ferry, absolutely loads of them, and take over the island basically for a week. They are everywhere, it's like a swarm of wasps, and I absolutely hated them at one stage when I used to live here by the seafront in Rye. Couldn't cross the road or anything, there was so many of them, but now I've taken an interest in two wheels. I have to say I thoroughly enjoy that week when they're all buzzing around. Unfortunately I couldn't join them on the ride out because I didn't have a bike. Not that I would have had a scooter anyway, but there's other people riding on normal bikes anyway. I did have an interesting chat with a guy who just got a Harley Davidson Sportster S, and whilst I'd not looked at those because I didn't really want a Harley, I have to say it was lovely in the flesh and he absolutely loved it. Grey clouds, don't rain. Kill that indicator, my bad. I have to say, despite the fact this has got a tiny seat, it is surprisingly comfortable actually. I know you can get upgraded ones either from Triumph or other people, I think Tom Hurley, something like that, they do, you can get ones with memory foam padding in there, so I think at some stage you'll probably grab one of those if it does become uncomfortable at any time. I've obviously only been on it for about 40 minutes, but yeah, do want it to be comfy and tend to use it quite a lot. Right, we're almost at Sainsbury's. Not Sainsbury's, Argos. Kill the indicator. No, it's Jimmy Savile. Obviously it can't be. Someone's having a very early driving lesson, I'd say. Bit wobbly there. we are here. And what a lovely, lovely ride it was too. Oops. Okay. Right, that is Argos done, and I have decided I'm just going to head back because I've actually got quite a lot of work to do. So I shall visit Paul another day. So let's get back, and I won't bore you with too much of this. You've seen it all before a number of times. I'm pleased to say, actually, since I couldn't get it into neutral, it hasn't happened since, so it's definitely something I was doing. Also quite keen to get back before it starts raining. That was Paul, so I didn't need to go and see him. God, this weather's really closing in. Let's get out of here. What do you reckon I should do to this bike then? I said I'm going to do a few little mods and stuff to make it my own. So what do you reckon I should do? Let me know. Come on, slow coach. she wants to go even in rain mode. Lovely Type 2 camper van. I've had a few of them in my time. Lovely. I'm going to be honest with you, probably said that a lot today. I find Cobbins Bridge a lot less daunting now that I haven't got someone sat behind me sort of checking out how I'm doing. I've got to sit here even though it's green, I've got to sit here and wait for a gap because I can't block this junction. There we go. Just my luck, eh? It actually looks like the Google Street View car is coming around here, so I might get on telly. What's this thing here with a camera on it? Google Street View, there you go. I'll keep an eye out for that. That'd be pretty cool actually if I'm on Street View like that. I gave the bloke a thumbs up and he gave us a nod. He must get hit quite a lot. That noise is intoxicating. Love it. I am going to thoroughly enjoy this motorcycle, I think. Yeah. Come on, let's get out of here before it starts tipping it down. Obviously, you know, I've been a little bit nervous, I guess, of riding my first big bike on my own for the first time. Particularly one I've not familiar with, of course. But it is a lot less nerve-wracking than your first solo after doing your CBT, that is for sure. I've been actually really looking forward to it. Did anything funny or bad happen on your first ride on your first big bike? Do leave a comment below and let me know. It's 11 o'clock and I normally get up really early actually, so 11 o'clock for me is my lunchtime, so I'm going to start getting hangry soon, particularly if I get wet. So that's it, nice, thank you. Oh, this is epic. Come on. Absolutely loving it. Getting a bit more used to how it handles. Awesome. I know this dude. No, I don't. It's so comfy to ride. Absolutely love the riding position, it's fantastic for me. Oh, a lovely tractor up ahead. I don't know if you'll be able to hear just how glorious this thing sounds with all the wind noise and stuff, but I shall endeavour to get a mic somewhere near the engine one day in the exhaust and let you hear it, because it is magnificent. Ah, I just remembered this bike has actually got cruise control, so let's try that. Is cruise control on? I've read the manual, but it was a little while ago. I don't think that's working. I don't know how it works. It must be over a certain speed. Maybe it is working. Anyway, I'll worry about that for a different time. Also got heated grips, so I'm going to give those a bash anyway, because that doesn't take up any of my concentration. And there's no instructions for those, so I assume it's on and off. I'll let you know when my hands start getting toasty. Brightening up a bit, which is nice. We've had a bit of a rubbish old summer over here, to be honest with you. We've had some times, like a few days on the trot, where it's just been unbearably hot, but in between, a little bit naff. And lately, it just seems like, I don't know, actually it's been alright the last few weeks, you know, not magnificent, but just alright weather. Obviously, but I couldn't get out because I didn't have a bike at all. And now obviously as soon as I get my bike, it starts raining. It obviously was going to happen, wasn't it? Oh, a little sidecar, check this out. Thought someone was calling me, but obviously not. Right, let's get out of it. lots of things to figure out on this bike. I like how it tells you how there is a don't know if I mentioned there's an RPM gauge, digital one, and just there. Something on this hoodie absolutely keeps whacking my helmet. It's really annoying. I definitely think I made a good choice here with this bike. It is lovely. I am having a lovely time. The colour is something else, but it won't show on the camera quite how nice it is, but it's one of those things you really need to see in the flesh. I can't stop looking at it. Unfortunately, those flowers are where a motorcyclist died. It was actually a scooterist on last year's scooter rally, guy from Germany. This is the airport, Sandown Airport, where they all stay at a big campsite in there, and he came out of here and turned right to go up the hill, and he was, unfortunately, being German, he started riding up on the wrong side of the road. So we got up around the corner and the car came and, you know, it was a lady. She wasn't speeding or anything like that, just driving normally, but she did not expect to see a scooter come up the wrong side of the road, and that was it for a poor German bloke. A head-on collision, not cool. Got to pay attention, I guess, but it's such a shame. Another car. Must be something going on this week. It's got to be some sort of car club thing. Obviously need to get rid of all these stickers and stuff, ruining this lovely paint job. My initial plan actually was to just buy get a standard bobber, because I've got a friend, Gavin Kell, in Bude in Cornwall, and they have a body shop which is award winning. They've won the Maguire's best car at the classic car show, all sorts of stuff. They're like fantastic painters. So I was going to have the tank and the mud guards and stuff painted, but then I saw the Stealth edition, which has got this special paint job, and if it was any other colour I would have just had a custom paint job done, I think. But I just absolutely love the colour. Oh, that man smoking that biff, that is disgusting. Particularly busy down here because they've closed one of the roads whilst they put in a new railway bridge just around this corner somewhere, or just around this way. Bike friend up here. Still feels weird not having L plates on. It is obviously the best way to travel on the island. It is one of the old scooters. Nice little Vespa. I've kept in touch with Harriet and Callum, who I was doing my tests and stuff with. Harriet has been struggling to find a bike, but she has now purchased one yesterday, so she just has to wait to have it have it restricted, and before she can ride it. She is very much looking forward to getting on that. And Callum already had a bike actually when we passed, but he has not been having much luck with it mechanically since he's been able to ride it, so he's not ridden it a whole bunch, don't believe, but he did tell me that he was due back yesterday, so hopefully we see him bombing about on it soon. And actually we got bike night on the Isle of Wight. It's quite a big thing, loads and loads of bikes, 200 plus bikes turn up. And I've not gone to it so far because I didn't want to go with me L plates and me little 125, but I thought I'll wait until I've passed my test and get a bike, and that has now happened. So Harriet is pretty handy with a camera, so she's going to get some nice shots of my bobber. And yeah, it'd be nice to see Callum down there. He said he'd pop down if he can, so that'd be good. Hopefully we have some nice weather before it ends. Something, a wasp or something in my helmet. I think it was just a fly. Either way, it had wings and it was unpredictable. It does pop quite nicely on the overrun. My bum is starting to go a little bit numb now. Which is normal, we're used to on my other bike, but I'm sure when I get a bike and use it a lot, it will just get used to it a bit more. Same as when you first ride a push bike, the seat is not comfy until you've ridden it in. Well, it looks like I'm going to beat the rain, which I'm very pleased about. Right, first thing I do when I get back is figure out what that blooming thing is that keeps whacking my helmet. There's some sort of pull cord for the hood on my hoodie, riding hoodie here. So I reckon it must be that. A stone just flung off that car and hit my screen. That certainly would have caused me some problems if I didn't have any form of eye protection on. As it happens, I've got sunglasses and my visor down, but either way, if you took that in the eye, not a nice day for you. Well, what a lovely ride I've had today. Thoroughly enjoyed that, and I'm definitely enjoying having a big bike because it's just more pleasant to ride than a smaller one. What are you doing? Indicating that way, so let's go round. You're not going to stop there, Div. Oh, this is going to cause chaos. It is a park home trailer on the back of a trailer. Is going to cause absolute chaos. Right, I'm going to sign off for now. I'll see you back when I get in my workshop. Well, that is my first ride down on my new big bike, and I have to say it has fulfilled every expectation I had of it. I've been thinking long and hard about which bike to go for, but in the end there was just one, Triumph Bobber, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure any bike would have been just fine because they all do the same job, don't they? They get you from A to B, but I want to feel it, I want to hear it, and I want to feel part of it, and this definitely does all of those things. It's got some funny smells going on where stuff's burning off because it's new and stuff. But yeah, what a lovely bike. Felt a bit weird getting on it to start off with just because of it handles totally differently to my 125 I had. And even different to the Hornet and 650R and even the Gladius that I rode whilst doing my tests and stuff. But I'm very pleased with this bike. Anyway, there are lots of adventures coming up, lots of places to go, lots of things to see, and lots of coffee to be drunk, I'd imagine, in various places. So if you've enjoyed this, please do stick around, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe. There's a little button in the corner there. It doesn't cost you a penny, and it really helps me and my channel out. And if you change your mind, you can always delete it. But yeah, please do subscribe. I always love to hear your comments, and I always reply to comments. You'll notice if you've done that before, I always will give a reply. So I do appreciate that, and thank you for your continued support with the channel. Plenty more to come, as I say. So that is it for today. I am going to go and do some work because I'm actually quite busy. Anyway, catch you later.